guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a huge Ulta and Sephora haul. When the new year came, it's like all these brands were like out with the old, in with the new. We're coming out with some new stuff, and so every time I saw something that was, you know, something new that was added, I was like, okay, I need that, I need to try this, I need to try that. So I did go shopping a lot within these first couple weeks of January, just to revamp and everything, just to try out what's new, what's good, what's not. So I actually got a lot of stuff from Ulta, and then I placed a little order at Sephora just to get a couple things that I've never tried before. There wasn't anything new. I think there's like maybe one or two new things that I actually tried, but for the most part it's like things that I've wanted for a long time that I just couldn't bring myself to spend this huge amount all at one time at Sephora, like during the VIB sale. So yeah, that is what today's video is going to be about. So if you want to see what I got when I went shopping, then please keep watching. Let's start off with Ulta, shall we? So I got a lot of stuff from Ulta. There was actually a bunch of different bags and I just condensed it into one because I thought it's probably way easier that way. So let's see. First things first, this is the Cerave Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. I've been using the foaming facial cleanser, which is really, really good if you have normal to oily skin, but lately my skin has been more on the dry side, so I decided to pick up this cleanser just to switch it out. I ran out of my foaming facial cleanser anyway, so I figured if I'm gonna replenish it, let's try this out, and it had really, really good reviews on it, so I decided why not like try this one out. So after kind of looking through the bags, I noticed I got a ton of stuff from NYX because there's so much new stuff. So first things first, I did get my hands on the Marshmallow Primer. This thing is constantly being sold out because of TikTok. It's sold out online. It was the last one at Ulta when I went, and I got my hands on it because this primer is literally trending. It's everywhere and it's out of stock. So I got my hands on it and I have not tried it yet, so I'm really, really excited for this. And then I also picked up another primer from NYX. I don't know, like I know that NYX is revamping some of their primers, so like their old pore one, their hydrating one, they just like reformulated them or repackaged them, so they're not new, they just look new. But I did see this Bright Maker primer from NYX and I was like, hey, let me try it because I don't really know what primer this would have been like a redo or a remake of. So I thought it was new, and I looked at the reviews before I bought it, and people seem to really, really like this one. And I like anything that's going to give me a brighter, dewier like complexion, so that's why I decided to pick this one up. I'm also really, really excited for this. This is the Lift and Snap Brow Tint Pen. I have been absolutely obsessed with the Milani one. I've been using that one non-stop. It is so good. I'm super into the brow tinting pens these days because it really looks more natural, and it's quite easy to actually fill in once you get the hang of it. Like first couple times you're gonna be like, okay, how do I get a hang, how do I do this? But after you get the hang of it, it's really, really easy. And I saw they came out with this one, so I got mine in the shade Brunette because I didn't want it to be too dark. So I'm assuming this is gonna be like a warm brown, which is gonna be perfect for me. And then to go along with that, I did pick up the brow glue. This is just supposed to be a product that basically keeps your brows in place. I think it's supposed to give you like that soap brow effect, but actually like in a tube instead of having to get like a bar of soap. It has like a little tiny spoolie, and like it's just like a brow glue. It just like sets your brows in place, so I thought that that would be really nice to try out. I also got a couple of new lip products. They're not new. One of them is new, and it's this bad boy, and of course I did have to pick it up in the nude color. They are completely sold out of all the shades right now at my Ulta, but I did pick this up and I'm really, really excited to try it. I did pick this one up in the shade Global Citizen, which is like one among the few nude shades that they had, just because I wanted to try the formula first before I decided to branch out and get some, you know, colors that are a little bit more out of my comfort zone. However, I probably should have snagged a couple more of them because they're literally sold out of all the colors right now. I follow a lot of like makeup people on TikTok, and something that I've continuously seen is people trying out these nude lip combinations, and I am such a nude lip person that, I mean, I can't believe that I haven't seen some of these combinations already, or like that I haven't been using them. But because of those, I was inspired to get this light brown eye pencil from NYX, which actually people are using as a lip liner, and then this NYX matte lip cream in the shade Cairo because they were out of a couple of the other colors that I really wanted. But yeah, I'm excited to try this out. Then I also got some lashes. Like, I got a couple pairs of lashes that I forgot that I got these, but they were having a sale on lashes like a week or so ago. I got these lashes from Eyelure. These are the Luxe Cashmere, and it comes with an adhesive, and it says that it's like 1,000 fiber count. I've never seen these before, so when I saw these I was like, oh wow, those are so pretty, and they really mimic high-end lashes, and then you can reuse these up to 15 times, so should be nice. I also got these Max Out lashes from Kiss. Another really pretty lash. They look more wispy, and then they're really full as well, but they don't look like super stiff, so I thought that these were really pretty. And then I guess I picked up these two. These are the Eyelure Luxe Extra Large Faux Mink lashes. As you can see, we are going big or going home, obviously, because I decided to pick up all of these dramatic lashes. But what I like about them is that they don't look super, like, they obviously like look fake, but what I look for in my lashes is for that lash extension look, because as I mentioned before, I had lash extensions and I love the way that they look. I always opt for lashes that have like the fibers, that look fluffy, that don't look super, I don't know, that just don't look super fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some that you just look at and you're like, okay, those look like too fake, I guess. And then there's some that are more like hair-like and they look like more, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. I did pick up another pair of lashes, and these are my favorite. These have been my go-to lashes for like an everyday type of lash. If I don't want to wear mascara, I typically go in with these lashes, and these are the Kiss No. 1 lashes. For a really long time, I was super obsessed with the No. 11 lashes, but these have completely just like, I don't want to say they replaced them because I still love the No. 11 lashes, but these, every time I wear these lashes, someone asks me if they're my lashes. When I see these on myself, I obviously know that they're lashes, and I know that they're not my real lashes, but I can't tell you, it's crazy how many people ask me if these are my lashes or not. And I think it's just because they're so wispy and they're bouncy and they're not too much. I did pick up a setting spray that's brand new. This is the Professional Super Setter from Benefit. Now, I don't like the Professional primers. The only one I can really like, I would say tolerate, would be the hydrating one that they came out with. Their like last professional one. The last professional one is like more hydrating and it doesn't ball up. It feels really nice. But I saw this and I was like, dang, okay, Benefit. I feel like they're always launching new brow products. For them to come out with a setting spray, I thought that that was super good because they don't actually have any setting sprays. Yeah, they don't have any setting spray, so this was not like groundbreaking for them, but that was kind of a big launch for them to come out with something outside of what they always do. They do have it available in a mini and a big size. As always, I picked up the mini just because I have a lot of setting sprays, so I want to try it first before I decide, like, is this the one? Like, is this the one we're gonna commit to? You know what I'm saying? Okay, as I mentioned, I don't know what was up with me in primers, but I did pick up another primer. This is the Milani Supercharged Dew Primer. There was like a little end cap of Milani at Ulta, and they had a bunch of products. It was like more skincare though than makeup. Like, they had a couple blush sticks, but I wasn't really interested in those. I really saw the primer, and I'm always looking for something dewy, hydrating, fresh looking, so I got this. Some of the reviews that I was seeing online said that it makes your face like super dewy, and like if you don't like that, then you're not gonna like this. I did pick up one hair item, and this is the Curlsmith Bouncy Strength Volume Foam from their brand new line. This line is basically a protein line that's supposed to help to strengthen and repair your hair, and I was actually going to get the bond repair product, but they were sold out. I am dabbling into mousses a little bit more because I like my hair to be fluffy. I want it to be defined, don't get me wrong, but I want it to be fluffy also. So I picked up this mousse, maybe to like try to incorporate somehow into my routine, maybe replace my like curl cream, do like a leave-in conditioner, this, and then a gel or something. I don't know. I'm gonna play with it and see what I think. It only has a hold of 2, but again, it's gonna be like bouncy, and I can get that definition from the gel maybe. So I don't know. I'll have to let you guys know what I think about this. I did pick up 2 moisturizers per one of my favorite YouTubers' recommendations. I love thick moisturizers, and I'm almost out of my Clinique Smart one. I saw these. These are not new by any means, but they have really good reviews, and like I said, I saw a YouTuber that I really like got them, or like she was recommending them. So this is the Holy Hydration Face Cream from e.l.f. This is the fragrance-free version, and this is just supposed to be a super ultra moisturizing cream. And then I got the Super Hydrate moisturizer with squalane, and it's another like Intense Moisturizer. This one apparently does help with the elasticity of your skin just because of that squalane in there, which is just a hydrating ingredient that's also going to help with anti-aging. So I don't know how I'm going to incorporate these. I'm almost out of my Clinique Smart Night Cream, and then I'll probably bounce back and forth between these two. I'm not really sure, but I'm really excited to try these out. I forgot to mention this because I actually did not have any patience and I wanted to use this. This is the new Smashbox Always On Cream eyeshadow, and I got mine in the shade Amber. It's like a brown, light brown shade, and this is just a cream to powder eyeshadow. They have like a lineup of colors which are really unique and interesting. I think they have like an olive color, they have like a really yellow color, they have a lot of stuff, but I did pick up the brown one first. Now, it's not because I'm not going to repurchase other ones. I wanted to test out the formula first. They're $22 each, so before I go ham and buy 2 or 3 or 4 of them, I wanted to try one first, and I wanted to try out the formula, and I really like this a lot. I typically always put bronzer like all over my lid anyways, so I wanted something that was probably going to be easier, and sometimes my bronzer and stuff, it creases or it looks dry, so I wanted to try this, and I freaking love this. This is such a good product. It's pigmented, it's easy to use, and I would definitely recommend checking these out. With the Sephora stuff, I didn't really get stuff that's like new per se, but I did get products that I've been eyeing for a long time that I wanted, that I just couldn't bring myself to like fill my cart with like everything. Like, I guess I just prioritize things differently whenever I was shopping before. First things first, I actually got this in my last Sephora haul. This is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Blush, and I actually got another color because I love the color that I got before, and it is matte, so I wanted to get a dewy one, and look how pretty. First of all, I love the packaging, and I just love her blushes, and I got this color because this one is like a peachy color, and I typically go for these a lot, especially in the summertime, and I wanted something dewy this time. But look, okay, that's super pigmented. I obviously put too much, and I'm not gonna put that much on. I had to repurchase another one because when I tried the initial formula and I tried the first shade, I have not put that blush down. These are so good. If you have not tried them, I highly recommend them. This is new. This is a new product, so I got some newness. This is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Gloss Bomb Cream. I got mine in the shade Fenty Glow. I was going to get the shade Honey Waffles, I think it's called. It's like a nude, but then I was like reading reviews on that shade, and I saw a couple videos on the shade, and it looks more warm, orangey than it does nude. So I decided to get this one. I love the Fenty Gloss Bombs. I love them. I love them so much. I think I have 4 shades, so I thought I would try this out. This is the shade Fenty Glow, which is just like her original shade that she came out with the Fenty glosses. So I want to swatch it next to the blush for you. Look, oh my gosh, that looks super freaking pretty. It's just a little bit more pigmented than the original Fenty gloss. I'm gonna swatch the original. Okay, this is the original Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb, and then this is the new one. There's a minor shade difference, but this one's just more pigmented, and it looks like it's just a tiny bit more pink, but it is super pretty, and I cannot wait to use it. Guys, don't hate me. I picked up another primer. This is the Dominique Cosmetics and JD Wadey collab primer. This is just their ultra hydrating complexion primer. This is supposed to make your skin look really nice and hydrated and plump. This is not like super new, but it is like a limited edition collab that they did, so I decided I wanted to pick it up. So obviously I got a lot of primers, and that means that I have to put them really to the test because I need to know like what is the difference between all of these primers. So this is actually a repurchase for me. This is the Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade number 4, and I cannot really explain to you like what this is because it's not a foundation and it's not a primer. They do have minis now available though if you ever want to try it. Okay, so this is what the bottle looks like, and I went through a whole thing of this, and I'm amazed at how beautiful this is. So basically you can use this one of 2 ways. You can apply this all over the face as like a foundation, primer, glow filter type of thing, and then you can also put it on top of foundation if you want extra coverage. I've never used it the second way. I always use this as an actual foundation because it looks so beautiful on the skin, and for some reason, like even though it's glowy, it still blurs the pores. So I'm gonna swatch a little bit of this really quick to show you. You can already kind of see that reflect on there, but this is what it looks like. So it's not a liquid highlight, although you can use it that way. Just a really pretty, like I can't even explain it, and I sound so dumb. Oh my goodness. Basically, this can be a foundation, it could be a primer, it could be a highlighter, it could be whatever you want it to be, but it's just so beautiful on its own. It's super glowy without being like greasy looking. Wouldn't recommend it over like texture, so if you are gonna wear this over a foundation and you have a little bit of texture, definitely make sure that you put like a matte concealer over those areas, just so that the reflect does not like bounce off of the acne, if that makes sense, or like the texture bump. Like I said, if you're not sure like how to use it or what it is and you want to try it out because you heard about it, they do offer minis now. They actually came out with minis right after I placed the order for this one. I'm not really mad because I know that I love it and I know that I will use the entire thing, but if you're interested, they have the minis on Sephora's website now. Okay, so I picked up also this Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. This is my first product ever from Pat McGrath, and I saw a lot of people like in their yearly favorites. They said that this concealer was in their yearly favorites, that it provides medium to full coverage, but it looks so beautiful on the skin. I'm very picky with concealer, and I just saw this one being repeated so often that I was like, okay, you know what, maybe I just need to try it out. So that's basically what I did. I picked it up. I actually picked mine up in the shade LM14, which after swatching it is too dark for me, so I'm pretty upset about that. I'll kind of show you what the swatch looks like, because when I saw it I was like, that's probably gonna be a little bit too dark for me. I'm sure I can make it work, but it's quite expensive to just try to make it work. So if you want to see what it looks like, that is what it looks like. It's just a little bit too dark for like how I like concealer, but it is like pretty thick, I'll say. It's pretty thick and it oxidizes, I can already tell, because it's already starting to get darker around the edges. So because of that, I need to pick up another shade, but from what I can feel and the reviews on it, I know that it's going to be a really good one because everyone's talked about it. Okay, so I did go out of my comfort zone a little bit this time, and I hope that I do not regret it. This palette was not mentioned in anybody's yearly favorites. In fact, it was actually mentioned as being one of the most disappointing products in a video that I saw. In my last Sephora haul, I told you guys that I really wanted to get my hands on the Natasha Denona Glam palette, and that thing is still out of stock. So at this point, I give up. I actually purchased the ColourPop Taupe palette. But with that being said, I decided to go a different route because I really wanted to try that palette or Natasha Denona palette in general. I went ahead and picked up the Natasha Denona Bronze palette, and I saw that people were complaining that there's not a lot of variety in the palette, that the palette looks, you know, a lot of the shades in the palette look very similar. So this is what the palette looks like. I am actually not mad at the colors. I know that people were saying that there's not a lot of variety in the palette, that all the shimmers look the same, the mattes, like there could be more mattes and stuff, but I just think it's a beautiful palette, and it looks like something that I would actually wear because I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow. And I don't really wear a lot of color, I guess you can say. I pretty much stick with the same tones all the time. And so this is in the Warm family, which is completely opposite from the Glam palette that I was originally going to purchase from her. But I just decided to go for it because I saw how beautiful the shades were. And I was like, I would actually probably wear those colors. Some palettes aren't going to work for some people and some are. And even though people were complaining about how basic and like how similar all the shades are or the lack of variety, this is something that would work for me because I can see a couple shades and be like, okay, that one and that one, or that one and that. I can switch it up, but not in like a drastic way because I don't really create a lot of looks in general. So for me personally, I would get a lot of use out of a palette like this, and that's okay. You don't have to get like a huge palette if you know you're not going to use the colors. Okay, so it would not be a haul if I did not get a foundation. I did pick up this Dior Forever Skin Glow foundation. This is in the shade 2W0. I got the glowy one. I actually have two shades of the original Dior foundation that I absolutely loved before they came out with this glow and the matte one. I do love that formula. I have not tried the glow one or the matte one. I got mine in the shade 2W0, which is a warm olive shade, and they actually did a shade extension as well because I was between two shades in the original foundation, so I'm glad that they came out with new shades so that I don't have to mix anymore. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. There was so many products that I got, and I think it was a really great way to start out the new year with new makeup, new items, not a lot of foundations, lots of primers. You guys kind of saw that. Lots of newness coming, and that's the most exciting thing about the new year, and also going into spring as well. There's going to be so many launches, so definitely stay tuned for more hauls in the future because they are coming. We are going to be testing out these new products. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also turn on those post notifications so you can be notified every time I post a video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys.